What is going on, people? Such a random stream today. I got hit up by this gentleman. He's like, "Do you want to hang out?" I was like, "Yeah, let's hang out. Let's hang out. What can we do? Let's show some books with some hot babes on it, on them." So, welcome, BUB'S WORLD, formerly BUB'S Comics.
That's right. What's going on, everybody?
Yes, so it's all about you today. It's all about you because, yeah, you're a big. I guess I've learned a lot from watching your channel and watching the stuff that you show. Like the reason I like a lot of artists, like for example, I think I was saying the other day, I can't remember whose stream, but pretty sure I was saying something about I'm pretty sure about Dave Stevens and stuff from you. So
that's awesome. I'm honored for that. That makes me very happy.
I never knew about Cavewoman and all that sort of stuff.
Now, have you gone out and picked up any of that?
No, there's like been a recent Cavewoman, the Metal Age, and there was no covers that really, that I was really digging. So yeah, no, I haven't picked any up.
That's fair. Trying to get loaded up so I can chat with the chat in case they're saying something I need to respond to.
So yeah, I just thought we'd just show some books, hang out, chat. We can talk artists, we can talk books. You can tell me why you don't like certain things, because I know even though we like similar stuff, you also don't like a lot of stuff. You're very you have a very certain taste of things, I find.
Yeah, that's true. I get in trouble for that sometimes. I put a review video up this morning, and it wasn't good.
Oh,
really? It was a review of a comic, like a hangable comic frames, right?
Yep.
And some other channels have done a review on it also, but it was like, I don't know how to put it, because I don't want to speak ill of other channels. They do what they got to do, and I know some channels are more commercially oriented, like they're there basically to make money. Like some channels, like for instance, and I'll shout out the ones I'm speaking favorably at least, right? So like Bueller, right? Comics with Bueller. His channel started organically. He came into it. He didn't really know he was going to have a lot of people following him. And then it has just snowballed into this huge channel. And now he's selling his whole collection and getting in a van and driving across America. I mean, that's a life-changing moment that he didn't really do on purpose in the beginning. And I remember when he first came on, he had 12 subs, and he was making weird kind of small videos. But anyway,
how long ago was that?
That's probably been about maybe 4 years ago. I'm going to say close to 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And then you have some channels, whoever they may be, that start off with an intention to be a commercial channel, right? To target new viewers and stuff like that. And I'm all for that. That's totally cool. That's how I got into the YouTube comic community, is watching channels like that. So they have a place, they have a purpose. But when those types of channels do reviews, often they're like more like infomercials.
Yeah.
Like than actual reviews, because they're getting a product for free. They want to keep getting a product for free, and they want to make sure that they are giving good representation of themselves so that more people will ask them to review stuff. So I don't know. I'm not going to say it's a dishonest review, but they're going to point out the best aspects and leave out the rest. Right. Yeah. So that's fine. That's helpful for some people, but I don't have any stake in any of that stuff. My channel's for collectors. And so when I do a review, it can be pretty rough. So anyway, I did a review, and the owners of the company got kind of pissed. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Did they send it to you though?
They sent it to me, and I didn't seek them out. I didn't ask them for anything. They contacted me and said, "Hey, we want you to review this product." And I said, "I'll review it, but I just want you to know up front, it's going to be a completely honest review." They were like, "All right, sounds good." But I don't think they really understood what that meant. So.
Yeah, when I haven't watched the video, but I think I saw you plug it on Instagram, and you wrote "honest review." As soon as I saw the word "honest," I was like, "Uh-oh."
Well, I could be like a jerk, put like a big thumbs down on it, like some people do, like "oh," and real angry face, but there's no need for all that. It's an honest review, and I thought some more savvy people would get the connotation, that you don't have to be honest when you're being kind. it's sometimes easier to be kind than to be honest. But this was honest, so it happens.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So what? We'll get into it as we show covers, because I know again I've been watching your stuff for a while, and I know you'll often comment on things, and I'm like, I'll think a cover is nice, and you'll say why you don't like that type of cover. So we can get into it.
Fair enough.
So what have you brought along, mate?
Oh, you want to see it already? Are we already there?
Okay, let's get into a chat then about artists and stuff like that.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Hey, I just want to say that whenever I see you on, I'm always jealous of everyone that's on with you. I'm like, I want to hang out with Simon. Simon's cool. Simon's always been cool. He's been following my channel for a long time. I remember when he subbed up some early subscriber contests, which I hardly ever do. I think I've done like 3 sub contests in my whole YouTube career, and you were right there, and I was like, that's awesome. So always a pleasure.
I think I first really, I don't know if it was the first time I discovered you, but first took note of how funny you were when I saw you on the first time I watched Comic Gurus. You were on there.
Yeah. And
you did that thing where it was the Rob Liefeld's feet. So that's another thing I learned from you is I didn't know about the Rob Liefeld feet. And then you played that book where you're like, look how beautiful this Rob Liefeld foot is. And then on the same cover, you had the really bad one, man. It was so funny.
Yeah, I had to sell it.
Yeah, so that's how I first found your channel.
Awesome.
But, I remember there was one other time when I was watching you on a stream, and I jumped in the chat, and you kind of did this big, "Oh, Simple Simon is a new channel that I've been watching." I was like, "Oh, cool, that's awesome."
Absolutely, and I love the dynamic with you and Russ. One of you is real cool, one of you is not very cool. I won't say which one's which. So as soon I'm teasing. I like to give Russ a hard time. He's just a fixture. He's like everyone's little brother in the comic community, so it's pretty awesome. So I like him a lot.
Love Russ.
Glad to see you guys hooking up and doing shows together. Those are real fun.
Yeah. All right, mate. Let's get into what you're bringing to us. Hang on, let me do these ones because I can show some books too, but I'm more interested in your collection, mate.
Well,
I'll have to take note of what I'm going to buy.
I thought I would give you a little treat tonight. So all DC. So every book I'm going to show is 100% D. So if you're a Marvel fan, go kick rocks. Or stick around and maybe we'll convert you. Hey, that could happen. Yeah. So and if you're in the chat, say hello. Anybody, I know anytime these things go live, like instantaneous live, they don't get promoted. YouTube doesn't promote it if you just instantaneously go live. So people are just gonna have to find us. Getting kind of late in the States, so we'll see how it goes.
Right, people will see Lenticular and BUB'S in the same sentence, and they'll get on board.
Absolutely, there's a whole following for that. I've seen them all licking their books. It's very unsanitary. I'm trying to remember who did this cover. I think it's Emanuela Lupacino. But here is Aquaman number 32. Unless it's 23 and I'm reading backwards. Nope, 32. With a great Mira Welcome to Atlantis cover.
There's a great statue of that too.
There is. I felt like they went a little too like bomb. You know how they have like that bombshell look to some of them where they're more big-headed, kind of like a bobblehead. And I feel like they didn't stick close enough to the art on this one.
I was not a huge fan of the bombshell stuff. That one I always was. I have got that cover. But as time's gone on, it has grown on me a lot.
Well, I tell you, there's good and there's bad. So I try to stick with the Emanuela Lupacino covers. Those are my favorites. So as long as she's the artist, usually they're the good ones. Like when you pick through and you're like, oh, this one's okay, this one's really good. Every time you point to a really good one, it's probably hers. She just had a baby on Instagram. I mean, she didn't have it like literally on Instagram, but live. She was posting about how she just had a baby on Instagram. So that was cool. You guys know that I like Joshua Middleton. So here's a nice Middleton of Mira. So far, you got all these, don't you?
Yes. So that one there, I've actually got right next to me here.
Ooh,
I wanted that
yours.
I could never buy it like here in Australia. It was always from the US. So for a book that's not worth that much, I'm paying $40 to post it here. And then I ended up finding it in a Halo slab. So
Oh, that's beautiful. I like that. Make yours big. I want to see yours in the Halo slab. Those are from Great Britain. Is that right?
no, they're Australian.
Halo is
Yeah, Halo's Australian.
completely.
Yeah, I think so. Like that's
Okay.
what we use down here. I don't know many people who send them off to Halo, but I know a couple of people. But
Like the
Yeah.
only time I've ever seen Halos for sale, they've been for sale out of the UK. So I wonder if they have a branch
they
there
might.
or a branch in the UK, because that's the only one I've ever seen. I didn't know that they were. I guess maybe I'm learning that it's coming from there. Either way, I like the slabs. I got nothing against them.
They're pretty solid. They're pretty solid. I'm trying to stock up on a few because I'd like to do a giveaway to give away Halo slabs because I know a lot of people over in the US aren't going to have them.
Oh
So
yeah, that'd be
I thought
awesome.
it was
I'd be down
a
for
good
that.
idea.
How are they size comparison wise? Are they about equal?
So they're a lot thinner than a CGC.
Okay.
The tiniest.
Oh
bit
yeah.
smaller. But they're a lot thinner, but they're also sturdier. Like if you actually like, it feels more solid than the CGC one.
Wow, that's interesting.
It's funny because I've seen people rip CGC slabs apart just like a piece of paper. It's insane.
No, I don't know. That's the old ones. CBCS you can rip apart like that. PGX you can rip apart like that. CGC's got one of the stronger cases. You really gotta crack it, literally.
I saw Man Cave on Cover Slingers once, and he literally just tore it into because Matilda was giving him crap for it being in a slab, and he was just like.
Yeah, Man Cave does a lot of steroids. I don't know if you knew that, but it's the reason why he's lost most of his hair, and I think some other things have shrunk. Poor fella. But yeah, he's a big steroid user. Here's one. I don't know if you have this one. I don't know how much of a good girl art this kind of gets into. I don't know. Because anytime it's kind of cartoony, I'm like, should I be calling that really, lick worthy, if you will, or not? But Batman and Robin Adventures, number 21. Do you have that one?
I do not have that one. No.
Do you like that one?
Yeah, I would call that a leg cover.
Leg cover.
And yeah, she's showing some leg. Look at her.
Yeah, she's got little bat wings there. Very little. She's very demure.
Okay, Titus. She
All right. Sticking with Batman Adventures, I guess I'll show this one, but we don't really care about that one so much.
I do, because that's the book that I feel like I want to have one day, and I feel like it's just gotten to a point where it's too late now.
I don't know. I mean, I picked this one up pretty late in the game. I only got it like 2 years ago or so. I just got real lucky. Look at that.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, I saw it. I think the cheapest I've seen it was a couple of years ago. I went to a little convention, and someone was selling for $4.50 Australian, and that was raw. That was raw.
This was raw when I bought it, and it was purported to be like VF, and so I just worked on it a little bit, sent it in myself, and here it is. So worked out good. What's going on, Shattered Glass?
Hey, man. Thanks for joining, guys.
All right. I'll show. Actually, that's a good place for me to. No, is it? Yeah, I'll stop because I'm getting into the next character. All right. What do you got?
Tell me to go. All right. What would you like, mate? Let me see what I've got. So I've got 3 boxes next to me. I've got Vampirella covers. I've got Harley Quinn covers. I've got, what's that say? Wonder Woman covers. I've got Kiss covers, Bondage covers, Red Sonja covers, and I've also got indie covers and random issues. Let's go in the indies.
That sounds good.
I'll just go through randomly. So again, if I didn't discover your channel, I may never have had something like that.
Woo!
So that was one of my first Dave Stevens covers. I just picked up a second one on eBay for $5.
Nice.
So that's on its way. You've probably got this too. This is the ash can.
I do.
But I don't have
the regular cover and the ash can too. I think that's a flip book. Even I think if you turn it over, it's got something else on the other side.
White tiger or something on the other side.
Terrible. That's Adam Hughes right there. Stevens and Hughes, you're on a roll.
That's right. That's right. Now he's someone I don't know if you like or not. I never hear you mention him. Perillo.
Perillo.
Do you like Perillo?
Okay. So here's my problem with Perillo. Here's why Perillo makes me mad. And I don't know that it's him versus the painted color that they do, but whenever it's on pre-orders, right? When I see Perillo on pre-orders, when it's in the screen and it's all bright, it looks amazing. And I'm like, oh my God, I have to have that. And then I'll pre-order it and then I'll get it in hand. And I'm like, this is so dark. I can't see anything. It's just too dark. That one's not too bad. And she kind of looks like Megan Fox to me.
Ooh.
In that cover.
Ooh, I remember Megan Fox.
You don't remember her?
I do remember her, of course. Yes, I absolutely remember Megan Fox. I watched Transformers many a time because of Megan Fox.
Didn't she look like Megan Fox on that cover?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm sorry. She's probably not as burned into my memory as she is for you. So
there's that Transformers photo cover with Megan Fox on it, which I always wanted, but it goes for stupid money.
It does. Stupid money for a photo cover. I do have 2 stupid money photo covers in my collection, but that's not one of them. I'd actually like to have that one. I
don't actually know how to hand out Spanners Shattered, and if I did, I think Lee would get mad that you got one before him. But I'll do a stream one day where I hand out a bunch of them.
Sounds like fun.
Okay. What else? I got another Deja Thoris. This is you know who that is.
That's Joseph Michael Linsner.
Yeah, so I don't buy a lot of his covers. I feel like they all look very similar.
They do. They do all look the same.
I'm very selective.
And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But he's another one where I used to have a large collection of his and I shrunk down. Same with Perillo. I had a large Perillo collection and I was like, I'm ditching some of these, and then started working my way down.
Okay, what do you think of J. Scott Campbell? You don't like J. Scott Campbell, I can't imagine.
Well, it's a little bit drippy for me. To me, it's like what would happen if Michael Turner was still alive and working, nobody would be hiring J. Scott Campbell. So to me, J. Scott Campbell has got some elements of Turner, but not enough to be as good as Turner. So, but that being said, there's some covers like that one, which I have and I like, that I take a pass. And anytime they cut off some of their legs, it helps because he draws like 10-foot legs and 4-foot bodies. So it's a bit much sometimes.
When I did that sexy cover battle with Cinemation, it was the first time we did the leg. We had to do a legs cover, and she's got the one with the maid on it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
where she's like bent over and it's like legs for it's almost all the way the whole length of the book.
This is. Do you know who this artist is? Australian artist.
I do. Is it the one that always does Lady Death?
He does a bit. For
who is it? Tell me.
Mike Chrome.
Oh, I don't know him. Mike Chrome, like the metal, like chrome metal.
I think it's Krome. Mike Chrome. I saw him. He had a table at a convention, like the first convention I ever went to. I didn't know who he was at the time, but he just had his art up, and I was like, Jesus, that guy is very.
Let me ask you, what do you think about Lady Death? Does Lady Death do it for you?
As in, like what? Like the look of the character, or like I've only really read. Yeah, she.
No, nobody reads it. I wasn't asking that. Nobody reads it. I read like the look of the character.
Yeah, I like the look of the character. What's wrong with her? She's a bit pasty, but
that's it. She looks like a dead body to me, which is the kind of the point, right?
That's right.
Like I don't do any of that zombie tramp either. Do you like the zombie tramp?
I have not got any zombie tramp.
No, me neither. I can't do it. Wow, that looks almost mechanical. That looks like Frankenstein's bride.
It's got shininess on it though.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Lady Death covers that I like, but you start falling down that rabbit hole. There's another Stevens. I still need a good copy. I have 2 copies of that book and they're equally low grade. And I can't, like, every time I buy another copy, it looks the same as the other 2. I'm like, oh my God.
What I didn't realize, and I don't care, I just want it because I've got the book, but I didn't notice until I got it home that it's actually water damaged.
How do you know it's just because they said water damaged?
It says on it, yeah.
But what's the damage?
I don't know. Doesn't look that bad. It's crusty on the. Oh, okay.
Well, no. I'm just saying, if it's not stained, then you could probably just press it out. No big deal. Like I buy books that say water damaged all the time and press them out for high grade, so it doesn't bother me at all.
This one, I think I didn't show this in my bondage cover video because I didn't have it in my bondage cover box. So I'm going to do a volume 2 eventually, but have you ever seen this one?
I have seen that one. I really like the girls on it, but that dude looks terrible. Like he looks like he's holding back a fart or something. Or maybe he's got his little friend is a little happy, and so he's trying to do that thing where you like bend over to try and change your angle to make it not look like it's sticking out so far.
That's a Joe Jusko cover as well.
It is a Joe Jusko cover, and I do want that one. It's actually on my want list right now, and I haven't found an affordable copy. So what's going on, God Tank?
I picked that one up pretty cheap actually. This is a Nakayama cover.
I do like some David Nakayama. That's one I'm after as well.
Yep. Ordered this one.
That one was a variant or something, right? It wasn't the A cover, I don't think. Was it the A cover?
It might not have. Oh, hang on. No, it's a cover C. Looking at the barcode.
Yeah, so. They were sold out when that came out. I didn't get one.
Yeah, see, I pre-ordered. Oh, just while we're at it, just to change the topic a bit. This is my Pokemon book that I bought off Greyman, signed by the 3 voice actors.
I have no comment for that. But I do know you like your Ash Ketchum cosplay. So
I actually know nothing about Pokemon. It just happened to be a thing at the start when I first started my channel. It kind of became a little bit of an ongoing thing. That's a J. Scott Campbell.
See that? I'm totally down with no legs at all. And also the mouse nose is a little bit toned down in that one. He gave her a little bit of a bridge, which is nice. A little shadow there. A lot of times he just sticks that little baby mouse nose on his girls, and it's just doesn't look good. That looks fantastic. What book is that?
I have no idea. Charizard. It's from Aspen.
Okay.
That's another one I didn't put in my bondage video.
Oh, you definitely should have. That's fantastic.
Yeah. God Tank. Get on it, Shattered. Okay, I'll just show a couple more and then I'm done with this box. I don't normally buy these, but that's right. I ordered this. So apparently with these, the Taro, what's it called? Taro Witch of the Black Rose.
Yeah, Jim Balin.
They just have the one like barcode or something. So when Mark says he orders them, I ordered the other cover, but he goes, they have the same barcode for the A and B or something like that. So He goes, he ordered it, but this one showed up instead. Because I was like, I didn't order that.
Oh, so it's a 50-50 cover. Something so they used to do that. Independent publishers used to do that a lot. So sometimes a book would have what's called a 50-50 cover. And that means 2 covers, same barcode, same indicia, everything. But half the books have one cover and the other half of the books have the other cover. And usually if the shop orders, say, 20 of them, they'll send 10 of each. But if it's a special order, and he only got one of those books for the shop.
Yeah. So one of his other customers always buys 2 or 3, and he gets all the covers. So
yeah, that's how to do it. Yeah. I got some when I showed some Jim Balin the other day, and on Instagram. It's been a few months now, and Jim Balin messaged me on Instagram.
Oh, really?
I was like, "Hey, I like what you're doing. Someone saw one of your videos and told me to check you out." So he, follows me on Instagram and will comment every now and then on my stuff. So that was pretty cool. That's the first time an artist that I actually liked followed me back and, commented on my stuff. So, and we had for 2 days, we had an ongoing conversation through Instagram with each other about different stuff. So that was pretty cool. That's the first time it ever happened.
That's a good story. Another Dave Stevens.
Fantastic.
I think I must have picked all 3 of those up. I don't know. I didn't even know where I got
at
that
the
one
same
from.
time.
And this is a White Widow, Lenticular.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I've not been a fan of the White Widow covers. I like the chrome parts. Are you collecting all those or just on occasion?
No, I picked up the first 5 in the Lenticular, except I don't have issue 1. And
really?
I actually want to read it, but I can't find it in issue 1, so I may never get around to reading.
There was a lot of speculation on that book when it first
Really?
came out, so I'd say people are still holding on to it.
All right, mate. Let's go back to you. What do you got?
Oh, all right. Let's show a little more Catwoman love. So here is Batman 324. What's up, Jason?
It's funny. I saw. Oh, that's nice. I saw a God Tank say "Yo, SGC" before, and I was like, "Where's Southern?" I didn't see him, but he's talking.
I know, but that's not that's Shattered Glass comic. Yeah, should have put an R at the end of that. Would have helped. Look at that! Isn't that great? A nice flop out cover. I don't know what I should call that.
You like
Passed out.
Say in one of your videos you like those covers?
Yeah, I love it. The lifeless ones where she's like just lifeless. Covers. I love that. I love the lifeless look. Reminds me of a few X's. Here is Batman 71. You think it's just Batman, but then you get that ballpoint pen Catwoman by Frank Cho.
See, how do you know that's
That's just fantastic. So all that's done with ballpoint pen. You can see all the cross hatches that he put on her.
Yeah, I was about to ask how you.
And he uses the crosshatch to create such amazing definition. It's just absolutely fantastic. He snuck a lot of those ballpoint pen cross hatchings in on that run. Here's some Ballpoint love. Here's Catwoman Vampirella. I brought this one because I didn't think you'd probably seen it before.
No, I don't know if I think I saw it recently. Someone showed it off, maybe on Instagram.
Yeah, it's kind of a lesser known one. So there's Jim Ballpoint doing Catwoman, who's the best Catwoman artist in my opinion. And then there's Jimmy Palmiotti doing Vampirella.
Oh, so 2 artists working on the cover.
So 2 artists on the same cover. So that's pretty cool. Then if we're going to show that one, here's one of my favorite Ballpoint Catwoman covers, showing Poison Ivy and Catwoman. She's got Catwoman all, I guess that's bondage. She's bound up.
There is a bondage one from that series that I'm trying to get. Can't remember.
I have almost the whole series, so I probably have it. Are you talking about the one where she's got Robin by the throat? All right, just 3 more in the Catwoman group. So here's Catwoman 43.
It's a bombshell.
Yep, with the old vintage mag covers.
I haven't seen that one. I don't think I've seen that one.
I'm trying to find books that maybe you don't have or you haven't seen. That's my goal here. There you go. Looking good. Pretty, huh? And then, I'm not a huge Art Germ fan, with his dead behind the eyes computer art. But
that's what Matilda says.
But I love this one. Oh, come on. Look, even the computers are fighting each other. Look at that.
Here's the thing with Art Germ, though, man. When people say that they don't like Art Germ, I kind of assume that they're talking about when he does the really anime digital looking ones. But he's got such a range, I think, in art. Like some of the photo real ones he's done, like the issue 4, is it, where she's wearing the lace sort of thing?
Yeah.
And the issue 15, the Michelle Pfeiffer one, like some of those things. And then he does like he did a variant for Dark Knight's Death Metal of Batman Who Laughs. It's just like a shadow sort of thing. I was like, you wouldn't pick it to be Art Germ. I think his style is very
I agree.
diverse.
I agree. And there's some Art Germ that I can dig like this, and there's some that I can't. So I'm with you. And he puts out a lot of stuff, so you don't have to like it all. That's for sure. And then this one, I don't know if you'd seen this one. This is an Adam Hughes book. You hardly ever see it shown. It's a little bit hard to get just because there's just doesn't seem to be many of them. But it's Convergence number 0.
I've seen that. I've probably seen you show it, though. That's the thing.
With Catwoman of New and Old laying in a bag of money.
I don't have any of the...
it also works like this, like to see them in the screen together.
That looks cool.
All right, that's good for me.
Yeah, those Adam Hughes Catwoman ones, they're hard to come by.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep, that's me. Okay, what do I want next? Let's go through some Red Sonja.
Oh my goodness, what's happened?
What happened? Okay. I won't go through this whole box, but I'll just show some. So there's one there. I don't know who did this one. I think someone well-known did this.
That looks familiar.
What's that signature?
I don't know. Get it a little closer. I don't know. Was there a signature? I didn't look.
Yeah, I can't quite read it. This is my only. I don't do cosplay covers, but this was a gift. So Mad Spidey bought me that, but that's not something I normally would get, unless I like knew them or something like that. Maybe I'd get it. But okay, so we've reached the part where I have questions for you. So this is a Carla Cohen cover.
I've heard of her. I don't think I have anything by her.
So she's Perillo's girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
So together, they drew some awesome stuff. So what
is
I
that
want to know,
something that they both worked on, or is that
she just does her own stuff. So she does, you know how Russ is. So I got Russ onto him. Russ started buying her Wonder Woman variant and her Catwoman one. So that that looks like a photo. Like all her covers look like a photo.
She drew. I thought that was a photo.
Now here's the thing, right? So they always look like photos. When you've got it in your hand, you can really tell on her bikini thing there that it looks. That's where you can tell the most that it's drawn. I feel really weird doing that. So,
no, you're doing a good job.
I know that something you've said is you don't really like real looking art.
Yeah. Well, it depends. If it's done well, I like it. But sometimes it's just like a fail. You know, if it's done really well, like there's some Joe Jusko stuff that's just outstanding. There's some Adam Hughes photorealistic that's outstanding, Art Germ too. But then some people just fail at it and it just tries to look so real. And if they're not good enough, it doesn't work. Like that's fantastic.
Like, how is that not a photo? It's
crazy.
Ridiculous. So yeah,
what's she look like? Does she look like that? Maybe she's drawing herself in the mirror.
She's pretty attractive. Carla Cohen. She yeah. It's another one.
That's pretty good. I like that better than the last one.
Yeah, it's just I just can't understand how you can be so good at something. What else? So these I can't remember the name of this artist, but he's done some good variants for the same book series.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
I can't remember.
Is that whole box Red Sonja?
No, I've just got a tab. I've got like 4 different tabs in here, and Red Sonja is one of them. So that's the same artist there again. Because you've got the Frank Cho variants of this book.
Is that the Invincible? Yeah, I'm collecting that run.
So the Carla Cohen ones, she does the incentive covers for it.
Oh, okay.
So there's a Linsner from the same series.
Yeah, I think you already showed that one. see what I did there?
What about this one, mate? Do you know who did that one?
I've not seen that one. No, who did that?
What's his name? Sudam?
Arthur Sudam?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the one that does all the zombies too. The coloring on his, I never do care for. Sometimes the art is really good and I almost pull a trigger, but I try. I mean, I know you're going to the shop, you're dropping $200 a week on comics. I try, and when you don't, you're like, "This is a light week for me, only 198." But like, I'm trying not to do that. So I find that the pickier I am, which doesn't mean that I can't appreciate all this other art. You know, I can love art and I can love a cover, but I don't have to have it in my collection. I can still appreciate it in someone else's collection or just on the wall when I go to a shop. I can appreciate it without owning it. And so the more picky and scrutinizing I can be, the less I end up buying. And that's probably better for me, my collection and my finances and all. So,
yeah, I need to be like that because I kept telling myself I'm going to stop buying these Purillo Vampirella covers because they're all, I've got plenty of them. I don't need any more. But then they keep coming out. And I'm like, oh, I need it.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is the last Red Sonja one I'll show you. So this is another Purillo. He did another Red Sonja cover which I really want, and he's drawn her exactly the same on this cover.
But yeah.
Amazing there. There's one of where he's drawn her exactly like that, where she's like on her knees, and yeah, it's like some crazy variant, but I just can't find it anywhere.
Like a store exclusive kind of thing.
Something I know Gary B has it. I've seen him show it off, but I can't remember. I could order a black and white version of it, but I don't like black and white versions of the covers. I don't understand why people would want to pay more for less
and get less. Yeah. So here's how I feel about that. I agree with you 100%. I'm usually don't go for a black and white cover unless it's a sketch variant, a true sketch variant. So a sketch variant is when they pick up the cover like right before the color is added. So it's the version of the color before the color is added. But with something like a Purillo, well, that's painted. So you're not really getting, there is no point at which that happens. So they just kind of remove all the color, put lines back in, and call that a black and white variant. That's what I say to that. That's no go. But if it truly is a sketch variant of a cool cover that hadn't been colored yet, then I'm totally down with that.
Yeah. I did see that Punchline Funko shattered. I stayed, so there was the New York Comic Con thing, and the pops were supposed to drop last night at midnight.
Hey, make yourself big.
Sorry?
Make yourself big.
Okay. So yeah, there's a website here called Pop Culture. They're like the biggest pop store here. And I went on the website, and it took 2.5 hours for it to let me in. So I was up to like nearly 2 o'clock in the morning, and then found out that it wasn't actually coming out last night. Mark my word, I will get that Punchline. It looks great. I think it looks awesome.
So here's an example of what I'm talking about, like that right there.
Yeah. Michael Turner.
So that is Michael Turner, right? But it's posthumous, so it was, come out after he passed, and I believe. And he has somebody that always does his coloring. I forget his name, but there's somebody that always goes up behind Michael Turner and does all these colors for him.
Yeah.
But a lot of times that alters the art quite a bit. So that looks cool, but this is not a black and white cover. This is a sketch cover. And you can see all the lines and definition and the original art that got lost when it got colored.
Yeah.
So that I can appreciate. I can appreciate when a book has more, because there's more, actually more art in this than this, in some ways. In the actual original drawing, you can see muscle definition, you can see ribs and stuff like that just kind of gets lost in the color version. So this is the real art, and then this is what was done with it for the sake of a cover. So that's about the only time that I go for, a black and white kind of thing. It's really because it's a sketch cover.
Yeah. I see your point.
All right. Am I supposed to be showing books?
Yeah, man, your turn.
All right. Here's some more bombshells since you like them so well. These are the ones I don't always go for as much, but you can't deny the double bathing suit cover of Supergirl and Wonder Woman.
I have not seen that one. That's definitely on my radar now.
Isn't that great?
It's a good one. It's a great one.
Just sunbathing. Look at the little S. Isn't that cute?
That is a good one.
All right. That's Bombshells 23 if you're taking notes. Let's see. B, LMNO. I try and keep in order, but sometimes it doesn't work. So next would be, I think.
Yeah, I like how quickly you were able to grab that sketch variant.
Oh, yeah, man. I know where everything's at. Of course, JSA Classified. Adam Hughes, you've got this one, don't you?
I do not.
Oh man, you got to have this one. This one's not ridiculously expensive.
It's hard to find though here.
Is it?
Yeah.
This one I found signed by Hughes in addition to the regular.
You found it signed?
Yeah, I found it signed. And then I got it graded. And came back authentic, of course. But you'd think his signature is real easy to replicate, though.
No.
Let's see. I don't know, P. So now we're up to keeping the Power Girl theme going.
Nice.
So you have that one, right?
No, I don't have any Power Girl covers, I don't think. Actually, the only one I've got is the Justice League Society. It's like a Michael Turner triple connecting cover.
Yes.
And she's on it. I've got that.
Yeah, I've got that one.
I don't have much Power Girl.
That's pretty good. That's some Adam Hughes there.
He's nice.
And then the Warren Lau.
That's a good one.
Classic Adam Hughes, classic Supergirl, Power Girl. Dadgummit. Look at that. Uh-oh, your heart rate's going off. You okay? I'll stop. All right, just two more books I got left that I had time to pull. QRS, TUVW. So keeping in order. I'll show that. The Adam Hughes riding the old Meteor up. Supergirl there. Loving that.
Is that an expensive book?
Yeah. So this book. Okay, so the short story. This is actually a Mexican version.
Oh.
So the original one I found in a bin for $2, and I cleaned it, pressed it, sent it off to CGC, and it came back at 9.8. And I sold it in 12 minutes on Instagram for $1,000.
What?
Yep. So I went ahead and bought this so that I didn't have a hole in my collection, right? So I could still enjoy the art. And I actually like the trade dress better on this than the original. The original trade dress is really ugly and boring. And this looks cool with the old Superman movie logo. And with the money that I got from that, I bought a Stan Lee signed Cap book and my press. So because that I didn't press that myself. I cleaned it. I had it cleaned and pressed by CGC. But the one that got the 9.8 that I sold, and with that money, I bought my own press, and that's when I started cleaning and pressing. And I bought my Stan Lee signature signed book, and then I bought a few other things. It's funny how I can't remember the other things I bought. Like those are the main things, and I know I bought like a ton of stuff, obviously with that kind of money, but all comic stuff. I didn't take anything out of the hobby. I all put it right back in, and I was able to get that one just to remember the whole thing by, you know. And then there, of course, is Wonder Woman number 184 with the Adam Hughes new and old Wonder Woman.
That's cool.
Yeah. You have this one?
Nope. Definitely don't have that one.
These are some, I mean, those are some of the more classic. I asked because a lot of people have that one, you know, as far as a classic Adam Hughes Wonder Woman cover. Okay.
It's hard for me to get a lot of those books at a cheap price because I can't find them here. All I can do is go on eBay, and on eBay the price is reasonable, but then chuck another $30-$40 to post it. I mean,
is it $30 or $40 to post anything, or is it $30 to $40 per book, or I mean, what are we talking about?
So normally, on average, from eBay from the US, the cheapest you'll normally find postage for even just one book is about $25. On top of that, I need to pay an import charge, which is normally another $6, $7, $8. So it's a big chunk to, and I used to just do it. Like I've paid like $30-$40 before for a $4 book. Like when I first started, I couldn't get the book anywhere. So I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to buy it. And I'd pay like $40 for a book that you find in the dollar bin over there.
Yeah, but if you have a thin book, right, and relatively light, I mean, I assume they're weighing it and coming up with these prices or checking size one, but either way, a stack of books and a single book shouldn't be that big a difference. So if you had like a want list of books that you wanted, wouldn't it be good if you had like a friend in America that would buy the books for you, collect them until you're ready, and then ship them all at once. And then you could spread that shipping cost across like 10 books instead of one.
I've definitely considered that before. What's going on, Super Russ?
Hey, Russ.
So at the moment, I bought an art commission from a guy in Brazil, and he went out of his way. He couldn't get it to Australia. He's like, he tried all these different places. Like, we can't send to Australia. I was like, that's weird. And then he's like, I can only send it to the US. And I was like, okay, how about you send it to one of my friends in the US? I'll get them to send it to me. So he sent it to Sharon, and Sharon got it the other day. And at the moment, our postage system is completely, because of lockdown, they're well behind everything. And a lot of things are costing, like, to send to Australia right now, the price is like double what it normally is. So she hit me up. She's like, your art's here. And I was like, hey, can you, before you send it, just ask him how much it's going to cost, because I heard it's stupid at the moment. And for 2 pieces of paper, it's going to cost me 125 US to send here. So, you know, Bearded as well. I bought Bearded's exclusive variant. And same thing. He went to send it and he hit me up and he was like, hey, man, I went to send the book and they originally told me like $26 to send it. And then I went in there today and they asked me for 52. And I was like,
oh my gosh.
Yeah. So at the moment, it's just out of control. It's going on chaos. And yeah, on top of that, again, for eBay, we've got to pay that import charge as well, which is stupid. So buying them from stores isn't too bad. Buying them from the UK is good. So do you guys have any? There you go.
There you go. There's some Warren Lau.
What do you think of? Because I was just thinking, okay, you know what? I'll show. I'll just do what.
Well, when things get straightened out, Simon, let me know. Yeah. And if you want me to start a box for you, I don't care to start a box. I do it for some friends over in the UK because they have a similar problem, especially with vinyl records, which is something I dabble in. So sending vinyl records is really expensive too. So to buy one, it's not worth it. But I start a stack for them and send it all at once. So if that's something you want me to do, I would be willing to help you to do that. So
that would be awesome because, well, Mad Spidey, he's been buying books from Gorilla Todd on his auctions.
Yeah.
He's got like 2 short boxes worth of books now. And I'm like, that's going to cost you about $1,000 to send here.
Yeah. That's too far in the other direction. I would think you want to be at around 5 to 7 books and then go ahead and ship and, you know, and make it worth it. You know, not dollar books. They got to be books that were already expensive, and then you just spread the cost of the shipping amongst all of them.
The weird thing is, I've seen the shipping from the US on eBay go from anywhere from 25 US all the way up to 75, like for one book.
Yeah,
doesn't make any sense.
No good.
All right, so I'll just do one more lot, and maybe then we'll wrap it up. But I'll show you some of my lick-worthy slabs. All right, how about that?
That's good because then the books don't get wet when you lick them.
That's right. And I've got the extra bag on the outside as well. So,
oh man, even the book's afraid of catching something from you.
Here's a bank cam. Yeah, I remember, man. I used to buy records like I bought comics in a way. Like I would buy like a band that I like, and I like really obscure punk bands. So I'd be buying like Japanese punk bands and stuff, and then I just go through the seller's other stuff. Bands I hadn't even heard of, but they look cool. I'm going to check them out. I'll just buy the record.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had to give that up.
What'd you do with that collection?
I've still got. I don't have a massive collection, but I've got about 2 crates and a bit worth of vinyl. So this is a Hardly Thin book. It's the only one. It's the only one I have. It was an AOK from Remy Q. I have to put my finger over a certain part of it, but
like just for fun or okay. I see.
Yeah, so it's a Nathan Zerdy cover. It's
I like
foil.
Zerdy.
It's signed by him somewhere up here. And there was only 10 of these.
Wow, no kidding. 10 of 10 too. Nice. So you got the last one.
This was a awesome AOK I got from Remy Q.
That's fantastic. So I got to get better friends.
Yeah, Remy's too cool. Yeah, I just barely knew the guy, and then he hit me up and was like, "Hey, man," and we had a chat. like a private stream.
Yeah.
And then he sent me some books, which is out of control.
That's awesome.
That's not that lick worthy. I'll show you. So he also sent me these. So just random books. He also sent me this Harley Quinn cover. I'm not, and I was like, I'm not huge on Amanda Connor's Harley Quinn, but she can do some good ones, and then some I really don't like, but I do like this one.
I like the original first like 3 or 4 that she did on the Harley Quinn 1 through 4. I like those, but then they're hit and miss.
Some of them she does. I just find the face looks very like that one's good, but the face sometimes just looks like really poorly drawn. And then this random Vampirella one as well.
Nice.
So I don't know who does the art there. Jose Malaga. Malaga. I don't know how to say it. I already showed you that.
That's a curse. Yeah, I've seen that.
Again, that's a photo real cover, and you've got that one.
It is. Yeah, I think my favorite photorealistic artist is him. That's my favorite.
Middleton, okay, yeah, because
Joshua Middleton.
The Batgirl ones he did was very cool. All right, okay. So I want to know your opinion on this artist.
Is that Greg Horn? Who is that?
Greg Horn.
Greg Horn. Man, I tell you what, I'm almost batting 1,000 for guessing the artist here. What's my opinion on Greg Horn? Fine. Sometimes outstanding, sometimes okay. But yeah, totally good. I've got several Greg Horn items. My wife has a Greg Horn She-Hulk up in her dressing room. So yeah, good stuff.
Your wife collects comics?
No. My son got her that. My son got her that comic, and she just was so touched by that we had it put in a case. Actually, I put it in one of those Gator Guard cases and put it on a stand, and she's got it in her dressing room. So pretty cool.
I collect Alice in Wonderland stuff for some reason, so that's why I want to saw this.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have them. I've just got a few. I've got a few Alice in Wonderland things. I don't know how that started. But it just
1 or 2 is already a collection if that's what you're picking up. That's cool.
This was a win from Southern Comic Geek. He
left a long time ago. Don't worry about it.
He did one of his giveaways, and I won that from him. This is J. Scott
nice.
Campbell, Mary Jane variant. Pretty
Very
stoked
nice.
with that. Every time I win a giveaway, I feel so bad.
I feel bad because I got to ship it, right?
Yeah, but look, I don't feel as bad as because like Southern says specifically, it's like he always includes international because he's like, if you watch my channel, I don't want to exclude you. I'm like,
yeah,
I don't feel as bad because at least he said it. Some channels don't say it, and then like don't say the whole US only or anything, and then someone wins and they're like,
Yeah. When I did my contest, it was worldwide, and I had my ass clenched hoping you wouldn't win. I was like, oh, please, anybody but Simon.
When Asian Funk did his 1,000 subscriber giveaway, he explained the whole thing, and he's like, and it'll be US only. So sorry, Simple Simon. Like he called it out specifically in the video. I was like, awesome.
That's great.
This is my only old CGC case.
Yeah,
and I bought this because it was like $40, and I was like,
it
was all best offer, and I was like 30. He's like, okay, get this book out of my life. So it's another Taro one.
Oh yeah, that's solid.
Totally random book I've got in my collection. This was so I bought this because I've been wanting to do a video comparing all the different slabs. So I bought this so I had a CBCS one in my collection.
Oh, that's fantastic. What is that?
It's Watcher issue 1 from Zenoscope.
I've never seen that before. A lot of the Zenoscope stuff kind of I missed the boat on those. I only have a few, and usually I'll pick them up in a slab like that, already slabbed in an auction, because they'll go for like $30 or $40. I'm like, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, so that's how I kind of got a few of my slabs, because I wanted to have a slab from a few different companies so I can compare them. And I was just looking up cheap slabs, and this was cheap. So I was like, yep, I'll do that. So
that's one of their old cases.
Is it?
Yep. It's got the clips on the top. It's got the clips on the top and bottom, right?
Oh, it does too.
Yeah. So that's an old case.
Does that mean I don't? Is this the new case?
Does it have clips on the top and bottom?
No.
Then it's a new case.
I thought they were the same. That's good because I've also got an old CB. So I've even got an older one. So this one here is even older. Look at that label.
Oh yeah, those are rough. I had a couple of those. Those you can like take and like twist, and they make like a weird sound, like a squeaking sound.
Yeah.
Dark Child.
Yeah. Again, it was a cheap one. It's just like, why not?
Nothing wrong with that.
And that's about it. Everything else is just bangers. So we don't want to see
sure.
that. We're all about those liquid
Chaos in Comics said Bub knows artists by their brush drawings.
Hey,
I'll be meeting up with Chaos in Comics in February.
I get so. Are you going to make a video? Because I get so jealous when I watch the videos of you guys all like.
I don't usually do much videos like that. Like I kind of just live it in the moment. Sometimes I remember to take a picture, but that's usually about it. Like, and I'll go on Instagram, but I don't usually do like a, hey, we're meeting and having coffee and we're eating. I'm always jealous of those videos too, but I'm always jealous of the time that they're having, not really of the video that they posted. If I was there, I'd be like, shut that off. Let's just talk, you know? So yeah, am I coming? Yeah, I'm coming to Vegas. You know that. February. I think I might invite him to witness me get married or something like that. I don't know. We'll see.
That is the Halo book. For those who missed the start, this was an AOK from 64-page special.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
is that real?
He won an Instagram giveaway, and because it was from Australia, he was like, "I already got that book. Just send it to Simple Simon." I was like,
"Wow,
yeah, do that."
Yeah, he's in Canada, I think.
Oh, is he Canada? Is he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think he is. I do believe he has a hard time getting books up there too.
Really? Well, even from US to Canada, what is expensive?
Oh, shipping went crazy, and their border patrol, like you're talking about paying like import tax, their border is nuts, man. They see a package, they smell a corner, and they say, "Oh, here it goes." We're hey Cinemation, we're gonna go ahead and charge double on that. Like they hold packages at the border and then ransom them for more money. It's rough.
Yeah, it's like, so buying from shops is a lot better because I don't think you don't pay the import charge when you buy it from a shop. So I recently did so you know how Russ has that affiliate link for Slab City? I went through that link.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. I use it every day. I used it twice this morning. I had a big breakfast.
If you use his link, he gets a commission from your sale.
Oh.
So I was like, okay.
I already pay my taxes. I thought I was doing enough to help old Russ out, but I guess I'll I guess I'll help him out some more. Yeah, it sounds good.
I dropped we dropped a big order. So I was gonna do it, and then Captain Saro, who I also work with, she was like, "Oh, I'll order some books too, and we'll do like we'll split the postage."
Oh, nice.
We ended up in Australian, it was like $560 or something worth of books.
Oh, wow.
So and I think so it was about 270 pounds or something like that. So Russ got a 27-pound commission from that.
Nice.
So, pretty good.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's right. So Slab City, make sure you go through Super Russ's link.
I'll get right on that. I'm gonna go check it out after this. Actually, I use mycomicshop.com to do drop shipping a lot for international.
Yeah, so one of the guys here, Matt from Talking Pop Culture, he orders his books from them, I think. Yeah. He doesn't buy from local comic shops here anymore because he was buying so many books. He worked out that when he pre-orders from them, he gets the percentage off all the books. So he goes, it's so much cheaper buying it from there. But he only gets them shipped once every month. So it's always he's always like a month behind. But yeah, he was just like, because he saw how much I'm spending a week. He's like, dude, if you want to save some money, this is how you should do it. And I was like, yeah man,
but you got a relationship and stuff.
Exactly. So I got.
But how does he do on shipping? Does he pay a lot for the shipping? Do they have to pay?
So he does it. So again, he does it with a friend. So they have a massive lot, and then they split the postage. So he ends up paying like $20 to $30 $6 for postage, but it's for like this many books, you know. So
yeah.
not the worst idea, but yeah. Look, Mark gives me a discount anyway, so.
Yeah, and he appears in your videos. So what are you gonna do? Ask the postman to appear in your videos? Hey, drop it off this box. Hey, don't go. Hey, say hi, Mark. Say hi, Mark. Oh, hey, he got away. Oh well.
All right. Well, I might wrap it up within an hour. I think that was good stuff, mate. We might have to do this again. We might have to do another one. And
all right.
I was expecting you to bring. I like looking at your old books, mate, because there's stuff that I know that I'll never have. So.
Well, you complain. You're complaining.
I'm not complaining. You brought DC
I was
stuff.
pulling out DC for you, and you want to see some old stuff. You know, there's some good girl art in the old stuff, but I don't know if it's necessarily lick worthy. So a lot of it isn't really like,
mate,
it doesn't get real spicy until really even the 60s or 70s, and it starts getting a little spicier. You get back to the 50s and they're showing ankle, and you're like, ooh,
yeah, that's right.
ankles.
I'll never forget learning about that in school when they were talking about the ankle. There's like some famous art piece of a girl showing some ankle, and it was like,
oh my god.
6:45 a.m. Well, good morning to you, Cinemation.
Yeah.
You got anything, mate? You want to plug? Anything coming up?
I'm always looking to plug something. Oh, on my channel? No. Probably not a whole lot going on. I did that review. Watch it if you want. I don't care. Somebody will search for it and watch it. So I don't need like my subs to watch it so much as, you know, the people who search for the product or whatever. So I got a review, and then I was gonna probably do No Faces Chat on Monday. DS Comics dropped out. He's had to work a bunch. They have staffing issues where he's at. So I don't know. And then Wednesday, I've been doing those hot cover. Have you caught any of those? The hot covers of the week? Yeah. So it's just like a minute and a half or 2 minutes or something like that. And, you know, drop that out on Wednesdays. But every week the views go down a little bit. Like it was like 100 the first week, and then it dropped to like 70. And then the last week it was like at 50 something. So I think maybe the interest is waning on that. So maybe I'll do something else for Wednesdays next week. I don't know.
But do you think it's because it's because you don't have the, like, I think they would rather see you have those books maybe.
Yeah, but I'm not spending $150 for those books just so I can show them in a 1 minute video. Get out of town. But you're right. I mean, it's just pictures of the books, and I'm good with that. But it's something where I can kind of put out a video without having to film. So I can do that like on the fly, because I do most of my editing and stuff on my phone. So I do all my editing on my phone. So I do my filming on the PC or whatever, but I do my editing on my phone. So I can kind of put a video together like that in like 30 minutes, just sitting on a bus stop, you know?
You could start doing those maybe to a minute though, making them YouTube shorts, because my YouTube shorts went off for a little bit. I've got a couple of them, like just thousands of, that's why I keep doing them.
Maybe I should move. Maybe I'll move them to that, because they mostly stay within a minute anyway. And I don't. I did one short and it barely got any views, and I just kind of abandoned it.
Yeah, so I keep telling people to get on the shorts, because Whack Comics got me onto it. They're like, you need to do this. We're getting thousands of views through it. So I tried it, and the trend was every time the first like 20 hours, no one watched it. And then it's like YouTube would promote it for a small window in the day. So all of a sudden, I'm going from like 10 views after 20 hours. I'll refresh it, and it'll be like 150. And I'm like, what? Refresh it again. 160. Refresh it again. 200. I'm like, what the hell? And it'll do. And that was like a trend that kept happening almost for everyone. There's been two that kind of flopped, but I had this one, which was my top 10 Harley Quinn covers. And that so many people watched that, and I got so many thumbs ups from it. It rehashed some of my older ones. So people started watching my older shorts as well. So I've got about 3 that are hit over the 1,000 views. So I got to just keep, like my last one I did with the Sheena statue that flopped. And I did one with Red Sonja covers, and that flopped. So I'm thinking, stop doing Hot Babes, Harley Quinn and Joker, just focus on them. You get lots of views. So
that sounds like a plan. What if I just link to yours, and then maybe I'll get some views that way?
There you go. Always up for that. All right, mate. And guys, if you liked this video, check out BUB'S bondage cover collection. That was a good time. Bagging and bondage.
Yeah, that was fun. I wanted to get you in on that, but Instagram crapped out that day, and I couldn't get it. I didn't have any other way to get a hold of you. I was like, oh man,
Yeah,
I got nothing on this stuff.
I saw you schedule it the night before, and I was like, damn it, I'll be at work. So yeah, I wouldn't have been able to make it anyway. But it would have been fun. And I can't hang with you guys and your golden age bondage covers.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's all good. We showed a few moderns. It wasn't a lot of them, but
I was so happy every time you pulled one. I was like, I've got that one.
Yeah, that's how it is, isn't it? And then I'll go back and rewatch and then take notes on the ones that I missed and that I didn't have, and I'll try and hunt them down. So
nice. All right, well, we'll wrap it up there. Thank you, everyone, thank you for you freaks for coming along and checking out the video. And we'll definitely have to do this again, bub. I'm sure we've both got plenty more covers that we can show the people. Maybe you can do Marvel next time. You can do Marvel next time.
Yeah, or just we'll remove the shackles from the collection and just show whatever the heck we want, because I was passing up some great books. I was like, oh man, I bet he's never seen this, but it's not DC. I'll stick with DC.
That's what I like. I want to see books I've never seen. So
yeah, cool.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Keep it simple, and
don't forget to read a comic and don't apologize for the glare. Bye-bye.